A kingdom needs a king, or else it is not considered a kingdom.
That's what Kerr just said. It's like, it has king in the word.
Oh, am I Kerr?
You are Kerr.
I am Kerr.
All right, we return to I Am Setsuna. We gotta heal our girls. Hear our girls.
Which means don't pretend to hear us, and then answer us, and then say the same thing.
Oh, we're gonna
as
start
though you
right
thought
here.
of it.
God.
I'm never gonna let you live it down.
I know I'm not gonna live it down, which is fine. I'll just wait until the next time you donkey punch my tea right off the stand.
Fair enough.
You're like, touche.
Fair enough. Okay, for that one, I didn't donkey punch it. I accidentally kicked it gently across the room.
You did not kick it gently. It did 2 flips. You were just like, oh, fuck. And it like Sonic the Hedgehog off my bedstand onto the floor. And I was like, huh.
Well. I tried. I cleaned it up.
That's fine. It was just the fucking twirls in the air. It was just like, and there's the somersault.
Yeah.
Perfect 10.
I cleaned
Minus
it up.
the spillage on the floor.
And then I had to do the walk of shame back to the kitchen to get more.
Because, like, I know when you're in the kitchen, I'll hear, like, a shit. I'll be like, are you okay?
I'm very clumsy. I'll, like, run into stuff
God
and drop
damn it.
stuff.
Well, like, I'm pretty bad, too, because, like, I was cooking that beef dinner, and I went to grab the oil, and I knocked over my water, and I was just like, son of a bitch, and it's just, like, dripping all on the floor. I'm just like, at least it's water, but God in heaven.
Yeah. Yep. We are in a battle with the A-team.
Yeah, we're back to the A-team.
I don't know. I feel like Eterna is a part of the A-team as well.
She can be, yes, but you have to have either Endear or an IDR.
Yeah.
For, like, things to go well. Because they have Sprite Knight that not only allows you to attack, but heal as well.
Yeah.
So there's that backup. Whereas my
I think
current
they have higher
like,
stats and better defense,
Yeah.
but also better attack.
They have just more well-rounded skills. Oh, our next test is at hand.
There's just a random enthusiastic girl in the middle of this dungeon, like, enthusiastic girl.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the test. It's just like, don't be deceived. This is no woman, but a monster.
Setsuna's like, that's okay.
Yeah, basically. Setsuna would be like, it's all right.
Everyone deserves to live.
Whether it's a monster or not, it's all right. Whereas everyone's just like, is she a monster? Is she not a monster? Setsuna's like, does it matter?
We all bleed red when you cut us.
Cut me and I'll bleed. Okay, so to progress, we must eliminate the monster. Stop that.
Luna
We're
has
having a
been
moment here.
so clingy for the past few days.
Yeah.
We unfortunately lost Milo
Yeah.
early last week at the time of recording.
Mm-hmm.
And our other cat Bubga's been pretty sad because they were BFFs. That was her boyfriend.
Yes.
And Looney
Looney
well,
Tune. He's
yeah.
a Looney Tune.
Luna tends to bully Bubka a little bit, and I think she's just like, it's still too soon, I can't bully Bubka, and so she's just really bored.
Yeah.
So she's just been
She's just
pestering
getting
the
into
hell out of us.
Yep. So don't mind a cat.
Yeah, so.
But you will see, the last video you'll see of Milo is in the creature collection.
Yes, which I think this will be out when the creature collection comes out.
It'll be close, around the same time, yeah.
Yeah. So, he lived a long, happy life.
He did.
22.
And if you ever want to see him
old.
again, just watch the
Yeah.
2nd year anniversary and some of the creature collection episodes.
Yeah.
He was in 4 of them, I want to say.
I think so.
Yeah,
That
it's like
and like he
gargoyle,
makes
Jin,
appearances and
Houlihan.
stuff throughout the show, and
Well, you'll see him like walk
Yeah.
by during some of the cooking
during
videos.
some of my cooking segments, and like you can hear him in some of the recordings screaming and
Yeah.
meowing, purring if I'm holding him because
Yeah.
towards the end I tried to like just hold him and cuddle him as much as I could. So sometimes you can hear him purring in our recordings.
Okay. So the secret there was to be like, hey, she's not a monster because like we can't be sure, so we cannot make haste. A king cannot make haste. They must strive to know the truth. They cannot make a hasty decision.
Oh, King will just kill everyone because they can.
Check these guys out.
Look at their little tails.
Yeah, little blue tip tails.
It's cute.
Snoly Poly. That's what they're called.
Stop that. As much as I really
is professional.
enjoy the cute monsters, I think I like the scary monsters way better
I got you.
than like the ones that do cute things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they went for like harmless little animals as monsters. I think they just like, it's a snow area.
Yeah, I mean, it
creatures.
matches the aesthetic, and it's not like cute things can't be dangerous. I mean, look at big cats and mountain lions and bears. Like, I want nothing more than to go snuggle a giant freaking grizzly, but like they'll kill me in a second.
Or like raccoons. Like,
Yeah.
they can be vicious.
Oh yeah, any wild animal can be vicious.
Any tame animal can be vicious. Stop it, you.
Luna's like behind him on the chair, just like scratching at the curtain to the sound booth. And I can hear her purring over here.
Yeah, she's probably gonna pick up in the recording.
I don't think so with the music going, because she's a much quieter purr than the other cat.
You underestimate the power of our microphones. You don't know the power.
Part of me wants to get a little headset mic and just attach it to the cat and hear what she does all day.
Aw. That'd be cute. That's what I wanted to do with Milo at that point where we were trying to get his meows for Milo. It's just like, we're just going to have to like attach one to his collar.
Yeah.
And then when he walks around, it's like,
I'm just waiting. Just waiting. I'll attach one to Luna one day and you'll hear me leave. Okay, baby girl, be good today. I love you. Bye. And then hear you leaving later. Okay, sweetheart, I'll be home soon. And then as soon as like both of us are gone, Jesus Christ! Like she just starts speaking English.
She sounds like Samuel L. Jackson. I was waiting for those motherfuckers to leave.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what she sounds like in my head.
That's pretty funny. Baby girl.
She is just one sassy kitty.
So true. So true. So you prefer RPGs where like all the monsters are pretty vicious, compared to here and Trials of Mana where like they're mostly cute.
Yeah, they're
and
really
the bosses
cute.
are vicious.
See, I don't even mind it like when the bosses are vicious and like the smaller ones are kind of cute. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just
too much cuteness.
Yeah. It's very intriguing when they're like scary. Mm-hmm. Or they don't look like little cute fluffy animals.
Like it makes you seem less like the aggressor.
Yeah.
And more like you're trying to survive. In like this very like dangerous world.
Because I was gonna say this one, like they've already stated these are clearly monsters that don't belong here. They have invaded an area that is not theirs. Mm-hmm. So it's not even like, oh, I feel bad for like killing them.
Yeah.
And Yeez, it is just like, listen, if you can avoid the monsters, avoid them. If not, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But in Trials of Mana, like, these little creatures are just like, I'm 4th generation. I've been here my whole life. And then they just come in and cut them down. Like, I'm just like, they're just doing their thing, living in their homes that they've been in for eons. And we just come in and kill them. And I'm like, well, that's kind of sad.
What about Child of Light and the last story?
So Child of Light, I feel like is also, if you can avoid them. If not, do what you have to do. Because she's in a different world.
Yes.
So it's like she's the one that doesn't belong there.
Correct.
And you can avoid or escape a battle.
Yes.
Um,
Child of Light is the easiest game to escape from
yeah.
in battle because you can actually escape from boss battles. Whereas that feature is usually disabled. It's like can't flee. You're in a boss fight. Time to commit.
And then in the last story, I don't quite know how I feel because they are scary looking. Like you're not facing like cute little bunnies. You know what I mean? Like these are scary looking monsters.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel quite as much like a bad thing to like go in and destroy monsters.
Yeah, because like you're on a ship and these like big spiders pop out and you're just like, oh god.
So it is
kill it
kind
with
of
fire.
like you have to survive. But they've also been invaded by the Garak, so it's like they have been invaded. They're not going into someone else's home and slaughtering them.
So, and is this just for RPGs or monsters in general? So, like, if we were to switch gears to, like, A Hat in Time or... what's another...
See, I don't know, because I feel like RPGs...
Castlevania.
For me, like, and... Sorry, I have the hiccups. And RPGs, like, it just... There's more of a story behind it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I find in... platformers or things like that, it's just an obstacle.
Okay.
And most of the time they come back.
Okay.
So like you leave that area and come back and they've respawned. So
Yeah.
you're not actually killing them. It's like, hey, I'm gonna knock this out so I don't die and then proceed forward. Whereas like I've noticed with some RPGs, not all of them, but like once you kill the monster, they're dead unless you actually leave that whole area.
Yeah, you leave the area and then you come back.
Right, but as long as you're in that area, they're not going to respawn. Whereas in like a platformer, so like Castlevania, for example, like if you stand there long enough, that enemy respawns.
Okay.
So I don't feel like you're actually killing them in some platformers.
Okay.
From my experience. Again, I have a very limited palette of games that I've played.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I have played a lot for me.
yeah, you
but
played
like,
a bit, and like on the show, I want to say like we've covered a total of like 20 some games.
Yeah.
Not just counting the gaming cats and dogs,
Yeah,
but also like the
playthroughs,
first
yeah.
experiences and stuff like that. I'd say we're in like somewhere in the 20s. So like it may seem like we only talk about the same like 3 or 4, but like we've covered quite a bit of games from like Origami King, Partners
I'm wondering
in Time.
just the games that we don't really flash back to would be like, I know we don't really talk a whole lot about Kirby or
Wizards and Warriors.
Wizards. I almost said Ghosts and Goblins. We haven't played that one yet.
I don't think I could stomach Ghost and Goblins just yet, and I know you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the hardest games I've ever played.
But like even Aladdin.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the shorter games we kind of don't reference back to just because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And they're very short.
Yeah. Sometimes they have like memorability, but for the most part, they don't stick as long as like the RPGs that we play.
Well, yeah.
Or like the big adventure games like Alice. Like Alice we talk about quite a bit because of like the camera. And that was the first 3D camera you experienced.
That was the first 3D camera I experienced.
They're not all like this.
And that was also the first like adventure game that I played.
Yeah.
Where there's not really a menu that you pick your weapon and like the game pauses for you to pick. Like it's very fast and it's like you choose quickly or else you die.
Yeah, you flick through.
You pass the one you want up. Oh well, so sad. Time to go through it again.
Well, that's not really part of the genre. That's a specific like
to
Alice
Alice,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing that like that and the camera is what I complain about the most for that one. I do really love that they included the Duchess though, because the Duchess isn't included in any of the like filmography of Alice.
Yeah. And we will be covering the sequel, which you played for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, I did just to see the camera.
Is the camera better?
Yeah.
Camera's much better. So there you go. All right, our next test. Amongst those thou leadest here. Ooh, Okay. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things should die alone. Okay. So let me see here. Who in our party does not belong? Do, 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 do. Eterna. Da 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 da. I do not need Endear to tell me, but I did anyways.
I know, right? He's like, well, I already said it, so.
Alrighty. So yeah, so now we gotta eliminate Eterna. Or will we? Or are you?
Eterna's like, excuse me?
So there we go. We've made our decision. Eterna stays. Because she's the MVP, because she has a walrus knife, and because we love her aesthetic.
I just love that. They're like, well, we can't move forward if we have Eterna, but we're not going to get rid of Eterna. Like, what do we do?
we just sass back at this ominous voice.
I know.
That's all we do. And now, all it has is ellipses.
I also really love that everyone's like, what? Eterna's not human. Yeah, but she's fine, though. She's going to stay. Like, no one's going to be like, you're not human. What are you? Like, they're all going to be suspicious now.
Well, it's funny because, like,
she
the
just
first
takes
time...
off her little hood and be like, I'm actually a bear. Ah! Like,
the first time I played this, it was just like, one of you is not human. I'm just like, well, there's Eterna, but there's also Cure.
Yeah.
Because he's a half-blood. And he's like, but I'm a little human.
I know. Kerr's like, I have some humanity.
I'm 5% human and 15% Cherokee.
Oh,
because everyone's always like just a little bit Cherokee.
I am not. I
You're not
have
Cherokee.
0 Native American blood.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you look deadly. You got a crown and everything. Run away!
Setsuna's like, I can save him. Setsuna, get back here.
Well, let's see how this goes. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, maybe he's not a rare enemy. He's a hooky. He's playing hooky.
He just has a weird antler.
Yeah. And like those big golem mitts.
He's like, it's cold in here. What do you expect?
Check out my big ass rock gloves. And IDR's like, mine now.
It just makes me think of the scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights when he like tosses the gauntlet. So he like picks up the big metal gauntlet and slaps him back.
I accept. I challenge you to a duel. You and me and my
guards! Do you believe in love at first sight? Depends on what you're looking at. He just like scoots closer. Well, I'm like, wow, thirsty.
Hey!
No ding ding without the wedding ring.
She catches the kiss he blows. No.
I love it so much. She puts it in her pocket.
Yep. I love that that actress was also in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yes. She's in a lot of Mel Brooks movies. Is like one of his reoccurring favorites.
I've only seen a handful of Mel Brooks movies. There's still quite a few that I haven't seen all the way.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen, like, most of the well-known ones, but some of the more obscure ones I have yet to watch.
I would say the same, yeah.
Oh, boy. We got a pack of hookies.
Did you know?
Looky, I got hooky.
A group of pandas is called an embarrassment.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm a group of pandas, then.
No.
Oh, my. Some of the things you read online, it's just like, well, alrighty then. Not the bees! Ah, not the bees! Son of a
Kerr's dead.
bitch.
Setsuna's dead.
It's all up to you and IDR. Finish this fight. Oh, it's getting epic now.
Oh, they just like layered the bodies on top of one another. I'm just gonna put these in a pile right over here for later.
Dog pile.
Oh my god, I remember in middle school. So we had four schooling levels.
Will not be dying today.
Where I grew up, we had 4 school levels. So we had
Okay.
elementary school, middle school, intermediate school, and then high school.
Oh shit! I've never heard of intermediate school.
Yeah. So in middle school, which was grades 4 through 6, we had a classmate that was nicknamed Bird.
Okay.
And I just have this very clear memory. We used to have gym classes outside when it was nice, like most schools.
Hang on, check this out. Ho, 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 ho. That's a sword. All right.
It's a very blunt object. But I just remember this one kid, like, yelling from across a football field, "Dog pile on Bird!" And then just, like, students just, like, came out of the woodwork. And this poor kid was running. He was like, "No!" And they did. They all just, like, jumped on him. Like, it was fun. No one got hurt. And, like,
that's good.
Bird was okay with it. He wasn't, like, upset.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was friends with everyone.
Well,
so it
that's
wasn't, like, a bullying situation.
Okay.
But I just very clearly remember Dog Pile on Bird and just watching is all these kids. And just the fear on Bird's face of, like, oh, shit.
All right, then. Well, damn.
It's funny.
All right, Kara, get out of here. Oh, shit. Forgot to heal it, Setsuna. Quick, cure from the get-go.
Setsuna's like, "Hi, everyone.
There we go.
Please stay healthy. Don't hurt these monsters too bad, okay?"
All right, cool. We got rid of the healing bird. Now it's just a big old bear.
I like that they have, like, devil as a part-timer horns.
Yeah. Well, like, one's, like, real big and thick, and the other one's almost like a little stub horn.
Yeah. That, or they remind me kind of, like, of lobster claws.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Because you have, like, the one big meaty claw and then the other smaller claw.
Big, meaty
claws. Oh, SpongeBob.
Well, we'd play better if some of us didn't have big, meaty claws. Aw, the hooter left. Little hoot hoot. There we go. What else we got? Ayo.
Alright, an IDR.
There we go. IDR has no MP left.
And Deer's like, "I got you, bro."
Here come the bees. Release the swarm. There we go.
I'm gonna get a little squirt bottle.
Oh my god. We have a squirt bottle. We used to use it on the cat.
Like a stream one, not a mister.
Okay.
Like one that I can stream. And put, like, the filtered water in it. And just every time Wesker starts, like, I'm just gonna squirt his mouth. There you go. Your mouth is moist. You can stop now.
He'd be like,
There you go. Thanks, I guess.
what just happened?
But he, like, old man style, like, "I have to moisten my mouth."
Mm-hmm. Well, he is an old man.
I know.
He's old. He's now the oldest member of the family.
I know.
You're next.
No. Bubka's next.
Baby boy. Baby boy.
He got a clean bill of health from the vet.
Yeah, he did. So he's all good.
Whereas Bubka's depressed and old.
Aw.
So...
Well, I mean, when we do those drawing sessions, she does, like, come up and purr.
Yeah,
So, like,
we've
that's
been
something.
doing doodle nights.
Yeah.
We'll have been starting to do some doodle nights
Yeah.
of just, like, sitting downstairs instead of upstairs
Well,
in the
like,
office.
Even though it's tragic that, like, our cat has passed and all, like, we now have a living room again.
Yeah.
Instead of a kennel.
Yeah. Towards the end of my Mai's life, he couldn't use the litter box properly, so I had, like, the industrial garbage bags, like, taped all over the floor, just because he couldn't get inside the litter box. And when he could, he didn't get all the way inside the litter box.
But it
So,
also, like, I don't know if it encouraged or just allowed laziness to the other animals, save Luna, but they'd mess on the floor
Yeah.
in there as well. Whether it was just
Well,
no other cat wanted to use the litter box.
Yeah, I have a theory, because when Milo was still using the litter box, Bubka would not. She would poop on the floor. And it was making me really, really angry because, like, at the time, I had 3 litter boxes for them set up, and she wasn't using them. And then I realized that most cats cover their business, and Milo never did. He never covered his litter usage. And when he stopped using the litter box and started going on the bags on the floor that I set out for him, Bubka stopped pooping on the carpet, and she would go in the box. Go back
to the box.
So I think it was because he didn't cover his business that she wouldn't go into the box.
Okay.
But poor Mai has been gone now for almost a week. And
wow, really? It's been a week already.
It's almost a week now. And we've had no accidents from any of the animals. So everyone is going where they need to go. But
so here we are moving forward.
Yeah.
And our final question. Must a kingdom need a king? And the answer is no. For the people, they are most important. Not the king.
Then it would be a democracy, not a kingdom. A kingdom needs a king, or else it is not considered a kingdom.
That's what Kerr just said. It's like, it has king in the word.
Oh. Am I Kerr?
You are Kerr.
I am Kerr. Kerr?
But yeah, she says, I do not need the throne, I need my people. So like she's bestowing a new order, which they don't know what to call it, democracy. But yeah. It's just going to be like there will be a time when
it's going to be a republic of the nation.
Do not need kings. Basically. All right. So, this is our final resting place before a really tough boss battle. And I don't think I have confidence that I can do it in this part. So we're going to start fresh with the next part and this boss battle.
All right. You better heal Kerr.
Yes, we're going to heal Kerr.
All right. Toodles!